Welcome, welcome. Can you make sure?
Sure, I'll give it a quick look.
It is Carrot's Gaming and Knock.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Whoa!
Oh my god.
There we go.
Hey, somebody don't need to talk.
This is the remake of Alone in the Dark. I was tempted to have us play the original Alone in the Dark because, it is, wow, something special. I don't even mean that in a completely sarcastic way. It is actually pretty neat for its time, but it is so very a product of its time, not due to cultural of its time, but hardware limitations.
Oh no, we're gonna do modern. At least I'm gonna do modern.
Did you go easy or standard?
I went easy.
Okay.
Easy. I was debating on it because I was like, no.
Yeah.
No, I gotta go easy, because even easy can be hard and spooky. At least for me.
Oh man, I called it. I settled down and like stopped with the.
Oh my god.
There's all the textures.
Hi, dude.
Got a very close up of that.
Oh no, you go away. Don't you do it. Oh no! Oh, it crashed.
Yeah, they pulled a fast one on us because if you know the original game, it does a close up of the frog and you think it's going to get hit by the car and the car just drives over. It doesn't actually run it over. It just goes over it clean and the frog continues.
Oh, yeah, poor froggy.
So already they pulled a fast one on you. It's like, oh, you thought that was going to be the same frog. Nope.
He got nommed.
That horny toad got launched.
He got nommy.
Your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
Oh, yeah, fair.
As in the devil?
Something like that.
I keep forgetting this guy's name,
He says a dark man is following him,
but I do love his
watching
voice.
him at all times.
Yeah, he's good.
I like him as an actor. He's good.
What do you make?
He's also huge.
It's nonsense, of course.
Like,
But
he's
I've
not a
been lying if I
gigantic,
said it didn't
but he always
bother
looks so big.
You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
That's what old age does to you?
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray in his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
See, he
It's a
seems to be
story
in
he
sync.
tells
Her
himself
lips seem to be out of
constantly.
sync. No, she's good
Anything
there.
to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
I feel that I'm not worth getting. I'd be very surprised if someone sends like an assassin to come and kill me. I'm like, really? Me? Okay. You wasted your money.
Well, so actually, so
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I do like his tie.
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone. Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No,
Maybe.
but you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
Go shoot one of y'all.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
I do love his delivery of the stuff about like, look, yeah, but really?
Who do we want to play is Edward Carnby.
He lacks the like teal suit and mustachioed flair and red hair of his original counterpart, but oh, that's right. I do like that they have the actor and actress's names.
Oh,
under
they
there.
do. They do.
Jodie Comer
What's your name?
and David Harbour.
There we go. I was like, oh, I don't know what's in there.
I'm not mistaken. Like David Harbour's a big man, right? Like It's not just me seeing him next to like kids.
When you take over, I can
I'll take a look. Okay. You pick who you want to be. It done.
Do we get to play as the other one? Like,
no, unless see, here's the thing. I don't know. Back in the old games, when they started doing the 2 different character thing, it was the whole game is that character. But I don't know if this is the same because the first game doesn't have this. You're just Carnby.
I'm gonna go with Sam. Because he's a big man and he has a tie and he's got a gun.
Also, I gotta say, I think his character is a bit more interesting right now. She's very macabre.
Yeah. I don't want to pick her, but like, I don't know. I'm like, I want to pick her just because,
Hello?
like.
Hello?
Looks abandoned.
It can't be. There has to be someone around.
Pretty sure I looked up his height before and I was like, yeah, you're a big man.
Wait here.
You're a big boy.
I'll go
Big,
around back.
big strong man. Go get you. Let's shoot around the place. See if anybody.
It's David, right?
I believe so. You could also look up.
Yeah, David Harbour.
So you could look up this game.
You know, he's a little older than I was thinking, but not as old as I would expect to be surprised. He's just 50.
He looks good for 50.
Yeah.
It's a good looking 50-year-old. There's some like.
Okay, yeah, he's not like a tremendously tall man, but he's a bigger broad dude because he's 1.9 meters. He's 190 centimeters. That means he's about my height.
Fair enough. I would not want to stand this close to this just because, like, what if that falls? Like, that's gonna.
I think he's north of 6'3".
It's gonna hit your feetsies, and your feet will break. I am almost certain of that.
You're gonna lose chunks of your foot.
Yeah, like. Let's go over here.
Yeah, that puts him at about like 6'3", 6'4".
Oh, it is. Wait, yeah, flashlight. Is that what it is? Okay.
It is a flashlight.
I was like,
and that's a
No,
key.
what I got here.
Like, that's glowing. Real aggressively. All the items in the game glow now. Like, damn. Alright.
Darn it! I had something I was gonna add, and then I got distracted, and I'm tired, so my brain just has like the short-term functionality of a guppy.
Okay, that hurt my eyes a little. I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry if that hurt anyone else's eyes. It hurt mine. I didn't think it would, but it did. Could you stop making noises?
What was I gonna say? It was funny because I was like, I was about to say like, I don't want to like dive into martial arts again, but it just like, because I was having a discussion about martial arts prior to us doing the recording. It is one of my special interests. I have a big passion for it,
Right here.
and I derped out entirely on what the thought was.
Hey, don't make any noises.
Oh, what was it? You were in the car. You mentioned something. I was like, and I was about to say, actually, like, funny thing involving this, and then just out my brain.
I see you over there. Where are you?
He's a kitty.
Yeah.
Pretty darn sure that's a kitty.
Hi, kitty.
Hey, totally. Okay, maybe it wasn't because turn your light back to it. There's no cat there.
That's like the end of the.
Hey.
Well, what the fucking?
And I heard like a whoosh sounds. Like, where did it go?
It's fucking. Okay. Creepy little kitty cat. Weird.
Ah, that statue. It got me last time, and it got me this time.
Yeah.
Thought it was a person for a second.
Alright, I didn't. I was like, yeah, it's a statue. She got a bowl. Bowl of soup.
What the doodle dang dickery-doo? I can't remember that thought, and it's driving me crazy.
I feel like, ooh, I don't like how creaky you are.
Is it the other?
Ah! Wait, a barb. Okay. It is a big tree. What? There's a thing on the where?
Inside the conservatory.
On the table? I totally missed.
Ah.
I was going to this. Big tree. Can you go down to the big tree? Ah! You go to the big tree.
What the heck was it that you said? Because you were talking about how the horny toad got crunched.
Yeah, you got real crunched. You got bad crunched.
And then you said something,
I do not remember.
and then like that's the thing. I can't even remember the in between. I think it's because I was listening to them and then trying to. I cannot multitask my audio intake when I am this tired. It just fritzes out.
I used to be able to fairly good. I can, for the most part. It depends on like how overstimulated I am. I can't do if it's like a little kid. Like if our daughter is talking to me and you're talking to me at the same time. I can't.
I try not to. I try to slip in between her trying to inject herself in the conversations, but it gets bad because she starts becoming more active about making noise and interrupting.
Yeah, and it's like I just physically can't. As soon as like a child is trying to also speak to me, it gets way overstimulated. It's like I cannot have the two of you speaking to me, please.
For clarity,
Stop.
it's not like we don't let our daughter talk, and it's not like we talk over her all the time and like don't engage with her. It's just she has the bad habit of having the impulse of being part of a conversation, but doesn't have the acuity to be engaged with it at this point. Because she's 4, right? Like she's like if we're discussing stuff about like government or taxes or even like the nuance of daily life or like theater or my special interest of like martial arts or video game stuff, she doesn't really have anything that she can jump in with that. She just knows that we're talking.
She has a little bum sometimes, and we'll tell her like, you gotta wait for daddy to stop talking or mommy to stop talking, and then she will purposely start talking when you start talking. It's like,
I'll pause and let it be quiet for a second, and I go to talk, and then she immediately starts to interrupt again.
Alcohol.
And it's just, she's a kid. She's 4. She's on, we're absolutely positive she's on the spectrum, and she's learning communication, but it's at a it's at a staggered level of different effect. She's quite good at it, but there's certain details and nuances.
Silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and many have lost all hope. I read in the papers about people suffering. Pictures of dust-covered landscapes without a drop of water. I wish I knew if you were still tending the earth or if you had turned your back against us. I have started to look for help elsewhere. I pray you will tell me if I am going down a path that you find disagreeable. With help from Baptiste and Charlotte, I found comfort in the practice of the voodoo. I have long been skeptical of that Caribbean cult, but it's been of good use to me. It seems all harmless in my book. I say some words dreamt up by the Creoles, and I carry around a small pocket of gree-gree. Nothing of this is mentioned in the Bible, of course, but the French Quarter priestess tells me it's all connected. She says the Christian God is just one more perspective on the creator of things. That's what I like to think, but the other way around, that the spirits of her faith are just aspects of you, our Heavenly Father. I am so grateful for the words you gave Mr. Hartwood. We will sing your praises at St. John's Eve. The world will be blessed soon again. Only the sacrifices of the Old Testament compare to your demands. Let it be the truth. A mother of earth, wood, and dirt. A mother of 1,000 young.
Sacred sand, $1. Black cat oil, $1.50. Devil shoestrings, $0.25. That makes $2.75, madame.
What was that you were telling the doctor? A goat without horns. What does that mean?
Ah, you must have misheard me, madame. I said no such thing.
Please. I know I don't look like any of you, but I'm devout. I'm ready to do what it takes.
Do not be so eager to sacrifice the few things you have left, madame. Now please, leave my store.
A goat without horns.
Okay. Kind of spooky.
Yeah, just to give you an idea of like, there are some strange things that were going on. As I was saying, like, yeah, there's like certain things like our daughter, of course, like has with like certain problems with context, certain problems with
That fire has, yeah, that fire.
That candle has recently been put out.
Gosh,
Like prefixes and whatnot are troublesome for like any kid, right? Like that's just like a difficult thing that kids do that. And then there's other aspects that she totally excels in.
Okay.
But you know,
why in the freezer?
talking sensibly and not in a taxing manner. It's not one of them, not really. Not when she's, you know, like injecting herself like this. Like if she's
super tired.
Yeah, like if she's got something she wants to tell us and it's a direct thing, yeah, she's actually great at that and that's perfectly fine. Because like, oh, okay, and like tell us about it and engage. But, you know, like any kid, when she's tired, she gets to the like just saying stuff, stream of string of consciousness words together and just that kind of stuff. And it's one of like, we love you, but oh man, is that exhausting after a bit.
Yeah, a lot of pistol bullets.
Yeah, you're getting them bullets for your pistol. This is not going to be a Silent Hill 2 situation. I think that's where you came from, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't this? Oh.
Well, I was wrong. Wait, no, I wasn't.
Ah, it's right there. Okay.
It's just weird.
So this door is the one we did. So I think we're gonna go check this door. That's why I was like, I think it's that.
Keys.
Yeah.
I think those are keys.
You took a while to close. Okay, could you not do that? I think it's the doors.
Oh, I did
saw that.
Um.
Open this up. Yay!
Anyways, sorry not to go on about that. Like, man, I wish you could remember what it was I'd mentioned about. That I was going to mention about martial arts, but oh god, it's so gone from my brain.
You look really uncomfortable by all that.
This is just
Rat poison.
Not the cellar, but like the pantry. This is just the pantry.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Oh,
What was that?
ice boxes.
That's not where you were before.
Yeah, it is. The pig? Yeah, that's precisely where it was.
Yeah, the piggy was.
Yes, it was.
Oh god, jiggles. I'm sorry, piggy. Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Lagniaps carry over from game to game. Am I reading that entirely wrong? I am so confused. There's a tin on that shelf that was shiny and looked different than everything else. Right?
It doesn't have a circle.
It does not. It's just, it looks different, and that bothers me.
The game has let me know that the circles are what we can touch.
Yep, that's fine.
Ooh, we haven't touched the oven
Oh,
yet.
that was the clanky sound.
Oh, you opened. Oh, I just closed it. Why did I close it?
I don't know.
Also,
I believe there's something for the... No, wait, I'm thinking of Don't Knock Twice.
there's something weird about that. How what?
Gumbo, I think.
God, every time we turn this on, it makes me.
Gumbo or chili?
There's a light way, there's a dark way. Guessing I need like a key or something. No, it just opens right up. Okay. So my brain tells me that I should probably go check out this area first to make sure it doesn't lock on us when we go through. There's an easy door. We do creepy creatures. What's this?
Please do not touch the boiler. It is working after all. While the sabotage has caused a leak, only the decorative plate has been completely ruined. Let's wait for Mr. Chance to turn up and he can take a look at the leak. Mr. Waits.
Okay. I'm gonna touch it though.
Ah, that is the damaged decorative plate.
That doesn't look safe.
Can't go over there.
Well, clearly you need pieces of the plate. Did that do it? Wait, I wonder if you could slide puzzle it into place.
Maybe, I don't know.
Can you interact with it?
No.
Okay.
Does not seem. But pushing buttons that.
Yeah, no, it did not seem like it. Oh, there's a door.
Where you go?
You goes up.
Should we go up or should we go into the darkness?
Hmm.
Let's go in the darkness, because I'm also kind of, I don't know, hoping to like find like a key or something, or like a locked door I can unlock to let the other girl in, because she's still not in here.
You're supposed to go up the stairs and unlock the front door.
Ah, fair. I have not done that.
In fact, you very specifically went away from the door.
I did indeed. I'm checking this area. Okay, I guess I'll go upstairs.
I guess I better drink so I don't waste this drink. There's definitely something on that shelf.
Yeah, it's just, that doesn't, it's like a tunnel. Okay, we'll go up and we'll let her in. That would be the right thing to do.
Well, it was just you mentioned that as something that you needed to do, or like
Good looks.
as one of your objectives, and it's like, yeah, hey, if you plan on doing that, it's just you went the totally wrong way.
We're going back and forth. Hey, buddy.
Gibbity bobbly doo bop wow.
This is nice looking. No, okay. Oh,
Just looked.
okay, I got you. Oh, you open.
Oh, I made a grave mistake lying forward.
Yeah. It's a deep bathtub.
Hmm.
I have a reflection. It's not a good reflection. Also, it's my back
Yeah, that's a bit of an error.
and his front. It's kind of like his back, but then it's also the front. They kind of mold into each other.
Hmm.
Kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. Not sure if they did it on purpose, but like really creepy. Let's get back to
I
this.
wonder if I could get a better reflection if I tweak the graphic settings. Seemingly everything's running perfectly fine, so I have no inclination of doing it. It's just one I was like, I wonder if we can get one of them. Ah, floor plans.
Yeah. It means we have a map. I have a map now.
You're in the room of the orderly.
Okay, let's keep looking around.
I don't.
Cool.
No, so technically earlier today, I think. Uh,
I like how many health potions there's been, and I have not.
no, it wasn't earlier. Well, I guess it was technically earlier today, but last night when we were winding down, we were watching Rama 1 half.
Yeah.
You can.
Sunday, June
Ah, fair.
22nd. I spent all day looking for Jeremy. I should have cared for the others, but I'm scared that he will do something irreversible. Cassandra's upset that I didn't give her the latest shipment of pain medication that Waits brought from the post office yesterday. I would have given it to her, but the company didn't send a new key this time around, so the box is just sitting there on the desk. They must have figured we had plenty of their gimmicky keys by now. I only remember seeing one lately. Grace was playing with it inside the grand parlor. Unless it turns up by itself, it will have to wait. I have to figure out where Jeremy is. I think Jack knew something. That dog of his found a strange rot permeating the house. She's showing us, he said. Like those blots and streaks of fetid rot was talking to him.
Alright.
Well, that reminded me, I never actually got to take my medication because I didn't have a drink.
Oh, yeah. Let's go find the
I was back in my mom's.
You walked.
Now, here's what I was saying.
Death.
This looks like a. That's the library. Just a front. Yeah, that goes upstairs.
I need the key.
That's all you see on the keyboard. There you go. There you go, buddy. Cool, let's go. Yeah, right.
Ah, there we go. So, what I was saying, so something that Curio found out while we were watching, because in the show Rama 1 half, there's a character who is a panda, and there's a whole thing about where the character gets picked up and Gary's like, oh, that's really heavy because like pandas are pretty heavy. And it's like, yeah, fair. And then Gary was, curious and looked it up and found out that pandas' weight range is anywhere between, what was it, like 90 to roughly like 120 kilograms.
For males. Females are smaller.
For males. And he's like, oh yeah, that's pretty heavy. He's like, actually, it's not as heavy as you think. And Juan's like, well, sweetie, I'm 240 pounds. I'm approximately like, no, the upper end is higher than 120. But I'm somewhere north of 100 kilograms. It equals out to me like 100 and, I think I'm like 110 or 15 or something like that. I don't remember the conversion between pounds and kilograms. But, yeah, the average panda is somewhere around my weight. And it just wrecked Kirio for a while. He was legitimately, like, bothered by this.
100 and 160 kg.
100 to 160? I thought it was 90 for some reason.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, so 100 to 160.
220 pounds to 350.
Yeah. So low end 220, high end 350.
The females are 70 to 125.
Yeah, I'm 108 kilograms. There we go. 108.8. Give or take. Because I'm not always 100% 240 kilograms at all times. But I am about the same. I'm a little bit above the minimum weight. So I'm about the low weight range of a panda bear. Or rather the other way around, where they're about my weight, which is just a messed up thought.
Panda bears have absolutely nothing on the polar bear.
No. Panda bears just aren't that big, and the other half of it is that they're kind of floopy.
Yeah, I just assume
Muscle is just that much heavier.
So maybe chunky, I don't know, like big boys, but
They're chunky, they're just not strong chunky. They're not the strong kind of fat.
The Great Depression. President Hoover raises tariffs on over 20,000 imported goods in an act to protect American labor. Following the collapse of the Wall Street stock market on October 24 last year, American industry has suffered greatly. Thousands of companies have gone bankrupt and left a large part of the American workforce unemployed. In an attempt to turn the tide, the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act has been signed by President Herbert Hoover. By regulating commerce with foreign countries, the government hopes to encourage the industries of the United States to compete with cheap foreign imports. Superstition on rise. New Orleans voodoo stores and spiritual mediums see increased profit during troubled times. While the market has faced hard times ever since Black Thursday of last year, voodoo doctors and snake charmers see significant rise in number of customers. With the coming eve of St. John on the 23rd, the police expect increased cult activity around Bayou St. John, the southern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Voodoo rituals in that area on the eve of St. John have a long tradition reaching back to the first snake worshippers brought as slaves from West Africa. During the 19th century, its practice was popularized by the legendary Marie Laveau and has since been embraced by many of the Creoles and the surviving aristocracy of the French Quarter. Author seeks asylum. Rumors regarding author Cassandra Beauregard making Derceto her home verified. Derceto Hospital is an old plantation building on the eastern shores of Lake Pontchartrain. While often considered an asylum for the insane, residing Dr. Elmore Lee Gray prefers to think of it as a convalescent home, a place where you can go to rest. The patient list is kept secret, but thought to include many of the black sheep of wealthy families, because at Derceto, treatment does not come for free. Local author Cassandra Beauregard has now been confirmed by her own admission. She's been lauded as a powerful Creole voice and written many successful books. Lately it was reported from Hollywood that she has finished a moving picture manuscript titled Slaughter Gulch. That film is set to hit the theaters next year.
Aw.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
Anyhow, yeah. So that was the funny, like, silly thing of it just Carnby reminded me because he's like my height and big man, and I was like, oh yeah, that was a funny thing from yesterday. Just like how devastated you were to find out that
I'm still devastated.
pandas are just not. They're just not that densely packed.
I'm still quite traumatized over this. Freaking polar bears though, like 700 something pounds to like 1,000 and something.
Oh yeah, polar bears are massive, and they are all muscle. They're like brutal muscle levels. I mean, they also do have the flubes, like, to keep themselves warm and safe. Speaking of bears,
No, yeah. Well, they do say that. Oh, I'm sorry. Finally went to the right door. Woohoo! Yay!
you finally arrived.
Okay, there we go.
Thanks.
Hey! Sorry it took me a while. I was looking.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. My name is Edward Carnby, private investigator. I hope you don't mind we let ourselves inside.
I do mind. This is private property. You can't just barge in here.
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. It's urgent, and no one was answering the door.
We can't hear you knocking anymore. None of us can.
Okay.
Who is your uncle, darling?
Jeremy. Am I right? She has that Hartwood gloom, doesn't she?
That's right. I'm Emily Hartwood. I just came to make sure my uncle is all right.
Well, he is unavailable right now. You will have to come back another day.
Unavailable? How? Is he sleeping? We can wait.
He's lost.
That's
I
not great.
know you from somewhere.
Who's your man again, Miss Hartwood?
My name's Edward Carnby, private investigator.
Splendid.
Enough! Following you. Get back to your rooms. McCarthy, keep your eyes on the child. And you two, please leave immediately.
Look, we're not here to cause any trouble. Just let us see the old man, satisfy the curiosity of my client here, and we'll be off.
Jeremy has gone missing. There's no need to worry, but it might be some time before he turns up.
Don't need to worry. He's gone. We don't know where he is.
What? He ran off.
He's fine. Don't worry. We just don't know where he physically
I
is.
don't have time for any of this. Please, come back tomorrow.
All right, in that case, we'll just wait in this room. You don't mind, do you? It's upstairs, right?
Wait, you can't.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
In the corridor. It's the first door on your left. I'll tell Dr. Gray you're here.
Like, don't worry.
Thank you, madam.
He's physically lost. We do not know at all where he is currently.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it, though. It's fine.
I also do love the, like, you can't do that. Ah, that's fine. We're gonna go to this room now.
Okay.
What? But you can't do that. It's fine. We'll be, like, we won't mess it up.
It'll be cool.
Okay.
For him.
Just like,
It's a good time.
I'm doing it.
You're not physically
I'm gonna
stopping.
be polite and I'm doing it. You can't stop
Let's
me.
look around. See if we can pick up any clues.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Are you looking under here? Oh, I need a key. I don't have a. Ooh. Don't have a key for it. I want a big old.
That's not a big bet.
No, it's just why you got like a light like real close to the bed.
Reading.
Like looking right at you. I'm just gonna leave.
For reading.
I just leave.
Oh. Can we not interact with this?
No.
Because that totally is a slide puzzle. I can solve it. Shoulder buttons? Nah?
Select.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Same with the other one. Ooh, is that like a sculpture?
It is a skull.
It's like a skull just kind of like melting into the.
Well, it's mid-forming.
I like it.
Like he's in the
I
middle
like that
of
one.
sculpting
Cool. That one's cool.
it.
That one's a bear. A bear's pretty cool. That one's nice.
Yeah, he is. He's like holding a heart.
That's what I do with hearts too. I just hold them up
You,
on my
you stand around without your skin and hold them up and
Every
look at
night
them.
the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape. Only his pallid mask shelters my remaining sanity. Staring directly into the face of that demonic sultan would surely sunder time itself. Would he have looked the same to my father as he struggled for his life? Does his veiled face haunt my niece quite the same way? I wish so that I could rest my soul in that sunburnt convent of Teruel. Would I find you there, Juan? Or Senora Perosi, back from the beyond? Every night I hide from him, moving from one misshapen memory to another. Scenes conjured out of fantasy and delirium. Places I struggle to even paint. I wish I understood your death, Senora. Is there anything I could do for you but bury you in that bleak necropolis? That triumphant chapel rising above the ledges and the oven vaults shall be your sepulchre, where you may rest, and I shall weep.
Guess you hit X to make it play. Left button in this case.
How did you first come to understand such things, Senora? How did you know that the battered boil in the basement would lead me to Lafayette Cemetery? Or how the old upstairs clock, with its astronomical motifs, would take me to that hateful mound outside of Claremont Harbor? Those are my memories, my past. Is there perhaps a chance, if ever so small, for me to see Teruel? Oh, I want that more than anything. Please, let my talisman take me there. Let me sit with Juan under his Bodhi tree. Despite having told me that talisman, Miss Jackson, the voodoo priestess, revealed none of her secrets to me. That's why I had to travel to Tonka. Instead, she cruelly told Baptiste, my caretaker, that he would be betrayed and killed in the most awful way. That the one he loved would pierce his thigh with a sharp spear, and that he would be devoured by his own mother.
Jeez.
What a terrible thing to say. The people of Deseto were becoming dangerous. They do not understand what they are doing. I must do something to stop them. I tried talking to Dr. Gray, but he confuses my worries. He's caught up in treating me. How can he expect evil to be cured with medicine and conversation? The orderlies, the housekeeper, and the patients are all deranged. They will call upon evil to enter this world. All will be lost. Everything. Unless I can find the clerk, Mr. Waite. He seems to be a clear-thinking man. Maybe Beauregard.
By the way, that black man on the left of that picture, the previous one, that is a huge man.
Well, it's quite. For some reason, it makes me think of.
He is large.
What's his name? Dr. Sweet or something from.
Atlantis, yeah.
I forget his name. Is it like? I haven't seen it.
It is like Sweet or something
like
like that.
Dr. Sweet. First, I think it's a tank top too, and like he's just really large.
Dr. Sweet was actually designed off of the early generations of African slaves brought to America, and like the first of the African Americans. Like, so it's fitting. He was actually designed to look just like that kind of person.
Big man. Ooh,
The dark man offered me a prison, and I accepted. I signed that miscarried contract and entered the dark pact. Everyone is safe, except for me.
Ooh, okay. So the 3 and the 5 are circled. Those crack lines are symbolizing where it is. And, well, those aren't Roman numerals, but what looks like a Roman numeral 2, and then the 2 things in the middle, the M with the I attached to it, and an H. Symbolimble.
Alrighty. Yay!
Hey!
We found it. Let's go put it.
Well, that might be on the box, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, because it kind of looked like.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna.
Are you going to take a crack at it, or?
Well, I feel.
Oh
like...
wow, this one's so forgivingly easy.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I've got this. If I can't get it, you can totally do it. But I feel like I have that.
Hey,
Interesting.
you know anything about this? Looks like some sort of talisman.
No, I don't. Help me out here, will you?
I've been reading shit, and you've been in the exact same place. You could have asked before.
Kill the guy, throw some of this stuff out? I'd be crazy too if I had this much junk lying around.
He's an artist.
Oh yeah, something clarified earlier when I was saying that, like, when I get tired, my ability to take in multiple audio at once gets messed up. It's actually not that I can't hear it properly and that I don't, like, understand it and engage with it.
That's striking.
Hello.
I want to save this one.
Yeah?
After just reading about Dark Prison, yeah, everyone is safe but him, I think that is him.
That's what I assumed. I probably shouldn't have made that assumption, but that was my assumption. What the hell? Oh, shit.
Alright, come on. I want to go see Dr. Gray.
That be the uncle. That's him. He's in there. I'm calling it.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I hate when that sound thing happens to me.
Mm-hmm.
Just all the time.
Miss Hartwood.
Oh,
Emily?
Suspicious. Yeah, but
What the hell is going
something
on?
you're not supposed to see, I guess.
Where am I?
Snap.
I didn't get before. Okay. For some reason, reminded me. I need to like post on my social medias and like ask around if anyone else has where like they really love bacon. Usually end up not eating it when it's gotten because like physically taking it out of the bacon case thing is just I can't. I physically have to force myself to.
You're phrasing that awkwardly, but yeah, it's to recap the gist of what you're saying there, is does anybody else have a strong aversion to taking bacon out of its packaging?
I said that in a good way, not those exact words, but I think it was it.
You got a little bit jumbled when when it's gotten taking it. Like we really love going, oh, that is a freaky deaky.
Hey. Hey.
Whoa, shoo-wah. Fortunately, this is a realistic game, and that's a 6-shooter.
Yep. Because I love bacon. I like my bacon. Love bacon. Love my. It's delicious, but there have been a couple of times because I'll also end up forgetting about it. But it's mainly that there was another one. Now he's gone. But it's mainly that like I just don't want to touch it and open it. And Naka will get sick if like meat gets even like into his pores.
Yeah, if too much of the oil seeps into my system, it can make me sick.
And bacon is really, really oily.
Like, it's weird. It's one of those, like, it's an enzyme deficiency, so it can't break it down in my digestive tract properly. But essentially, if the oils get on me too much, I think the problem isn't just like if like it seeps into my skin, I get sick. It's that it inevitably gets into my system.
Yeah.
If it's seeped into my skin a bit.
So I prefer not having him open bacon, because bacon is a very slimy meat when you touch it.
Yeah.
But then that also means I have to get it, because I also don't really like most people touching my food. Like, it's all gross.
It's actually kind of funny. I can handle meat safely. It's not like it gets on my skin and then I get sick. It's just that even when I'm super diligent and continuously washing my hands, sometimes I'm just not diligent enough, or like it's a gap where like I'll rinse or wash my hands and it's not enough, and then sometime later in the day, the oil will get into my mouth because like, I eat food or I'll have a drink in a cup or whatever, and it can then make my stomach go off, and it's like, God, jeez.
Hi, how are you doing?
It's funny because it comes and goes, because sometimes I can handle it willy-nilly and there's no problem. And there's even times when I've accidentally gotten like bits of meat in my food for whatever reason, and I'll be okay. It won't be that bad. It'll be like a mildly upset stomach, or like, yeah, like just kind of a thing. Nothing much, really. And there's other times where it's like, oop, I think there was like one teeny tiny droplet on my skin that got into my mouth at some point. And then I'm like, it makes me have bad indigestion. I already have IBS. So it's just like, oh, cool, I'm blowing out my innards now.
Yeah, so I prefer not having him
handle it for various important reasons.
Woo!
You know, like pipe some stuff. Knock it out.
By the way. Oh, are you trying to?
Whack him. Whack that boy. It's like a corpse. Spines all over it instead of skin.
Don't come at me like that.
Oh no. Either your pipe is broken or it's gonna break.
Oh no. What do I do?
Or maybe it's saying that it can be used to break things. I really didn't. I didn't catch it.
Break the window! Okay. Come on, so it's detective. Ding, ding.
I like that the mystery and the painting and like the eerie atmosphere is way scarier than the monsters. The monsters are just what the hell.
Oh, hello, sir.
Don't let them get inside out there. They're not the good kind.
Are you? Is this your store?
There are no owners here. We both strangers in Jeremy's store.
Jeremy did this. How?
Packed with the dog man. Jeremy warned us, but we didn't think much of it.
I'm Detective Edward Carnby. I was hired by Jeremy's niece to find him.
Oh, yeah? How much you paying?
$150.
She's sure getting her money's worth tonight. Are you a thinking man, compare?
No, not if I can help it.
You know, I think Jeremy's hiding in a way we can't find him. He has this juju necklace that guides him.
The talisman?
Yes.
That's right. It's some magic charm he got from Miss Jackson down the street.
The voodoo priestess?
You know surprising things, compare. Yeah, the Mama Lola. Here, take the key. I locked the gate to save her place from all the ghouls and goblins getting inside. Maybe if you go there, you can find some clues to show you the way.
Thanks. I'll have a look.
Alright. That went better than expected. Yeah, please.
Lagniappe.
Okay.
Or how are you supposed to say that?
It's open. You got anything in there? Get your foot off.
Also, here's the thing. That guy looked tall compared to Carnby. Unless they've deliberately made Carnby not the same height as the actor that they're mocapping him with. No, David Harbour. That means that black man is friggin' huge.
The large man.
That is a large man.
Hi, buddy. Hey, you want to come with me?
It's like, look, we're barely at his shoulder.
Fine, if I
You want to
choose.
come along?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna stay here for a while.
I guess he's not that much taller. He's like a head to half a head taller.
I love that he's
Or like,
back. So I'm like, oh,
Come
with the adventure with me.
Um,
We're gonna go now.
yeah, man, that is a large man. big and tall. Oh, what a brain crash. Okay, yeah, we should.
We're over.
Yeah, we're at a pretty good. I think it saves persistently as we go.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
Oh.
And we can also save the game wherever. Yep. There we go. This is actually a pretty good spot to stop because we've like kind of kicked off into the strangeness now. Like the game proper is getting started.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like the elements of this where the supernatural creatures aren't the ooh scary. They're part of the scary. And what's scary is that the world's behaving weird. The scariness in this is people talking strangely, people acting strangely, and the implication of dark forces and things beyond our control. The zombie things, that's just a shock factor of like, oh man, there's weird swamp bodies. You could always... Wait, was that...
I see. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, you take a swig and it heals you up.
Okay. I see. Oh.
I want to save again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate a game that has ghouls and goblins and stuff like that, but they don't try to convince you that them showing up is the scary, because that's what jump scare territory is. But rather that the atmosphere and the environment is what's supposed to be scary. Like, the fact that these things are around is part of that. Like, zombies. Yeah, they're inherently scary because they're undead. Zombies popping up in a graveyard. It's kind of part of the course. The graveyard is spooky. The zombies are just part of, like, finishing off that aesthetic. The graveyard's atmosphere is spooky. If you take a zombie and you plop it somewhere not atmospherically creepy, and it's just kind of silly. It's a shambling corpse. They're kind of goofy.
He keeps looking off to his left side. There we go.
Yeah, I don't know. Is your camera still that way?
No.
I mean, actually, Shaun of the Dead is a really great example of that. Zombies are inherently related to spooky stuff, but just them being a thing, them just like being in front of you, is not inherently spooky on its own. It's just kind of weird. It's a related to spooky thing. It can be unsettling. Like, if you look at Shaun of the Dead, not really spooky. You look at Resident Evil, that's some solid spooky. Both of them are zombie stories. Was that a dude at a truck back there? It is. You are not one of the mesh monster things from before. What are you?
Some Silent Hill shit.
That is an unsettling creature is what that is. Oh man, it is... Ooh, that ain't right. Is that like a corpse on the top of it?
That didn't work.
I don't know if you can interact with it like that yet. Oh. I don't like that it's still moving and active, but we're getting... Oh, okay, now it saw you. Oh, yeah, shoot it. Yeah. Uh-oh. Okay, it was just a dramatic sting for being tense.
Yeah. Okay, so we will... resave. I've just been going around because he's talking.
Now I was just expressing some stuff about the game, because we've talked about other stuff, but I wanted to appreciate the game for... It's not ham-fistedly being like dark and spooky, but its implication of things not being right is what... Oh, wee one.
Yes, but thank you all for joining us. We'll be back at it. Next time, Naka's gonna take a hand at it.
Yep, we're not doing this session. It's going to be the next one, because I'm crashing hard.
Yes, but thank you all. Hope you have a good night. Drink water, eat foods. Don't look at weird paintings that buzz at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, bye. Love you. Mwah.